Hey everybody, welcome to week four. Week four, we're really humming along now. Now, we're really into Microsoft Office and the Microsoft Office suite of products. So last week we talked a lot about Outlook, and I hope you got a lot out of that. I hope that you understand that Outlook is a lot more than just sending and receiving emails. That's really, I think, one of the most important things for me in this class is that a lot of these programs you're going to have already used. You're going to have some experience with them, but you often have them kind of in a very select kind of way of, you use them in kind of a very select, specific way. And the hope is that you have a better understanding of how big some of these programs are, how comprehensive they can be, how much they can do for you. So with Outlook, I hope that you got a broader perspective. I hope you have a better understanding of how this isn't just an email platform, but this is really kind of almost a personal professional organizer, maybe even an office organizer when you think about sharing things with colleagues and calendars and using Skype for Business and all sorts of stuff you can do there. So we're done with Outlook. We're going to move to the program that probably the most people understand the best, and that is Microsoft Word. So Word, as you're going to find in the lecture, and the lecture is very, very important, so you want to go through the whole thing. Word is all about typed documents. How do you create them? How do you edit them? How do you format them? How do you share them? And so this is what you use when you're writing a paper. This is what you use when you're writing a memo. This is what you use when maybe you're putting together a recipe list or a Christmas list or something like that. There's all sorts of different kinds of things you can do in Microsoft Word. I have students who talk about they put together invitations for a baby shower or for their kid's second birthday or something like that. So there's lots and lots of stuff you can do beyond just writing a paper, writing a reflection or something like that. And that's one of the things I really hope you get out of this this week is that you have a full understanding of what Microsoft Word can really do. Now, to that point, the assignment for this week is going to be a Word assessment. Now, it's, like I said, very important for you to go through the entire lecture this week because at the very end, it gives you instructions, very, very clear instructions on how to do the various steps of the Word assessment. So the Word assessment is basically, it is there in the week 4 folder. You're going to open up the instructions and it's going to include in that Word document the information that you're going to be editing and formatting. So basically, and I'll have more to say about this, and you can always ask me questions about this, but I'll have more to say about this specific thing in announcements and stuff like that going forward this week. But it's 2 pages long. The first page is going to be the instructions. These are the things that you want to do. These are the formatting requirements for this assignment. The second page is the text that you are going to be formatting. So what you're going to do right out of the gates is you're going to take that information on the page 2, you're going to copy and paste it into a blank Word document, you're going to take the bold formatting off of it, and then you're going to follow the instructions on that first page as to how to format that properly. And you're going to add page number, and you're going to add a header, and you're going to take the text and you're going to put it into paragraphs, and you're going to amend the reference at the end, things like that. Now, like I said, you need to follow the instructions in the lecture at the end where it says basically, I think, Word assessment directions or something like that, because that's going to tell you it's going to show you, in fact, with videos very specifically how you, for instance, add page numbering or add a header or page breaks or things like that. So that's the one assignment you're going to be doing this week. Very, very important that you follow those instructions. Now, the discussion board this week is a very, very interesting one, and I'm going to have more to say about that in my video on the in my thread that I post in week 4. It's all going to be about fonts. So it's not just Microsoft Word, it's actually the kind of fonts that we choose in something like Microsoft Word and what those fonts really mean. Are there, for instance, fonts that you really shouldn't use because they are completely unprofessional? Are there fonts that really are very important? And why does it matter that there are so many? You look through the list of fonts in Word, you're like, oh my gosh, why would anybody use all these things? It's a very interesting little TED Talk about fonts. So we're going to have some fun with that. We're going to talk about that. I'll have more to say in my video in the discussion board. So any questions you have, anything that comes up, let me know, okay? If you're worried about your status in the class or there's some late assignments and you're thinking, oh my gosh, I'm falling behind, let me know. I can work with you. I'm here to help, okay? Thanks, folks. Looking forward to what you have in store for you this week. Thanks.